Welcome to Daniel Reviews. I'm Daniel Goodwin, and today we are looking at the Roedix R9 Air Duster. Let's get into it. I've actually reviewed a lot of air dusters on my channel. I've reviewed, starting with the Makita XGT 40 volt air duster, which, or they might call it something, they don't call it an air duster, but kind of is, at least how I use it as an inflator and high-powered duster, which is obviously the most powerful one I've tested. It's 40 volts and it has a lot of oomph and a lot of power. I've done Makita compatible blowers. I've done a review on that. I've done the Roedix R8. In fact, I think I have it, yeah, right here. The R8, the Sakura model. It's a vac and a cordless duster. So I wasn't really going to do another air duster review, except with this one, it impressed me enough that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a video on this one. All right, this is what you get in the box. Not a whole lot, but you get the main unit itself, of course, the blower, which looks like a really cool little space ray gun from Buck Rogers or Star Wars or something. You get one nozzle attachment. With a brush on the end. It's not really, let me show that, it's not really tapered. This one just kind of got pressed up against the side of the box. It's pretty much a straight barrel on. It just, yeah, again, doesn't taper, but it's pretty good. And then how it connects is kind of interesting. It's not a friction fit. It kind of pops in there like that, and then it's free, and you kind of have to use some working to get that out. So interesting design with that. And then of course you got your USB-C charging cable. All right, on the model itself, there's not a lot of controls, but the ones that are there make sense. This here is your high-low. It's just kind of it's not even a switch. It's just a nice like slider, almost like a dimmer switch on a light switch. And then you have your on-off button down here. And it also has, you can't see them, I'll try to turn it on. You have your battery life right there, it lights up. And then that's pretty cool. So if you have this all the way down and turn it on, obviously no power. And then as you slide it up, it starts to kick in. Like that. So that's pretty cool. And then you just long press to turn it off. All right, we're going to do a couple rounds of testing with this. Number one, we're going to see how long it can run at full power and before it shuts off. It's fully charged. You can see here, fully charged. And we're just going to start our timer and kick it in. And it finally stopped at 5 minutes and 55 seconds. So almost 6 full minutes of runtime on this at full power. Absolutely exceptional. Okay, this is unfair, but I am going to bring down my XGT 40 volt blower just to get a reading with the old wind gauge. Yeah, so as you can probably see, this anemometer caps at 35 meters a second, which totally, let's do something I'm more familiar. Miles per hour, let's do that. Caps at 78 miles per hour. So this is obviously probably even faster than that, but still quite powerful. All right, we'll test the R8 with the old anemometer. This time I got set it in miles per hour, so should be a fair comparison. 20, 30 miles an hour. Let's kick it up. 36, full speed, 40 miles an hour, approximately. 50 maybe if I'm right on it. So highest speed measured with this is 50 miles per hour. Just to get a weight comparison, the Makita XGT with the 40 volt 4 amp hour battery tips in at slightly over 4 pounds. The R9 isn't even a half a pound. So huge difference between this and this, but they both can max out my anemometer at over 70 miles an hour. That's incredible. Wow. I've got to tell you, I am so impressed that something this small can have that much power. I'm not joking. When you turn it on, it almost pulls your hand back a little bit inside your hand, obviously. Blown away. So much volume and pressure coming out of this tiny little unit. This is killer. Absolutely, you need one. I really have a hard time finding any like drawbacks with this. This is so much more powerful than even the Roedix R9, more powerful than anything I've tested in this size, hands down. Probably more power than the 18 volt Makita compatible blower I reviewed earlier. Just really incredible. Yeah, the only thing I'd say is maybe a little ergonomic thing. I actually love this little integrated slider control. That's fantastic. I don't love the long press on, long press off. I'd rather have that as a switch, or with this particular model, I'd almost rather there be a trigger. I think that would be awesome. So you have like an on-off switch and a trigger that you could lock. That would be, I personally like that, but very minor quibble. The only other thing I could probably say is that you only get the one attachment, which is, it's nice. It'd be nice if you also got like a tapered, slightly tapered model that would increase your velocity even more just from the barrel. Beyond that, again, I'm really struggling to find anything negative with this. This is incredible. This is, for something, again, so small, can run for 6 minutes on full power. It's got more than enough power to clear out your Dyson filters and a lot of your computer cases and keyboards and all the stuff that I use my airless dusters for. This is a real game changer. I'll probably be using this a lot more than even my Makita XGT blower, just because that's so big and bulky. This I can take with me anywhere, and it really feels like it's got enough power that I'm not going to miss anything. The only thing that, really the only negative is this: if you're going to doing like a massive inflating, you're inflating a bunch of air mattresses or something, and you're going to need more than 6 minutes worth, maybe then you start looking at some of the bigger tools. But wow, absolute wow. All right, I think that's going to wrap up this video. I gotta say, I'm just so impressed with the R9. I'm probably gushing about it a little bit. It's one of those tools that really like impress you, surprise you, much like the X-Cool laser level that suctions to the wall. I was very impressed with that. Maybe it doesn't take much to impress me, but particularly with the cordless dusters, I have used quite a few of them, so I do have some comparison to what's on the market. And the R9, again, for its size, even if you don't consider its size, it's very, very powerful tool. But especially when you consider its size, I don't think there's anything like it. Feel free to leave a comment if you know something else that's competitive or comparable, because I haven't seen it, and it just feels like a game changer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to hit subscribe. It helps me out, and we'll get a lot more videos coming your way. Thanks.